Hi everybody. I really adore this picture. You can barely see my daughter in it, and it's kind of a cute little story. But with this one, I'm using the Valentine's Day click kit that I had ordered along with just one or two things from my stash, that flower, the stencil, and the metallic texture paste. But other than that, everything's from the kit. And let's get started. So we were at a wrestling match, my son's wrestling match, and Nick, which is Shelby's boyfriend, and his friend decided to come. Well, Shelby, being funny, had her phone recording him watching the match, and then he realized she was recording him, and he looked down at her, and she was looking up at him, and he said, "What are you doing?" And so during that video, somehow she paused it and took a still photo of him asking her, "What are you doing, you goof?" So anyway, I decided to use this metallic embossing paste by Wendy Vecchi, and it's metallic silver, and I just wanted to play with it, and it's oh so beautiful. And I think these are from my stash. And yeah, so Shelby really liked the stickers that came in that Valentine's click kit. So the Valentine's Day card she made for him, she used You and I Go Together, and then she chose the sticker with the cookie and milk, and it was just really, really cute. This is also from my stash, Doodlebug Designs, and it's that silver vellum, and then just some simple white cardstock. So this turned out really cute. It's kind of a favorite of mine. I like the soft layers, and I decided to make this picture soft, so I did it like in gray tones. And I did use some pink, but that's okay because it's a layout that I can do what I want because it's my layout. Nick hasn't seen this one, but he's coming over today, so he just seems to like what I do so far. But I'm layering up this on that silver polka dotted vellum, and I really love this vellum. I need to pull it out and play with it some more. It's been a while since I've used it. I kind of forgot about it, I think, and I was looking through to get I wanted a clear piece of vellum or a regular piece of vellum, and then I saw these and I was like, oh, I debated going between the white and the silver, and I decided on the silver since I was going to be using some embossing paste. I'm just kind of getting an idea for basic layers right now. I'm not quite sure yet what I wanted to do with the stencil, but this layout came together pretty quick. Bradley was over scrapbooking with me, and he's like, "I hate you." I'm like, "I hate you," because I liked what he was doing. He liked what I was doing. It was pretty funny. We're supportive like that. I hate you. He just got a new job, woot woot, as a nurse. I'm so proud of him. He is an official RN. He took his NCLEX and passed, and got a job in the emergency room, which was always his love. So I'm very, very proud of him. I don't get to see him as much, obviously, as I did when we were in school, but he comes over when he can, and we chit chat and scrap. And I'm still waiting on him to get a channel up and go. Bradley, if you're listening, why isn't your channel up and running yet? People want to know. We need more male crafters. Anyway, I did find some text paper I wanted to use, and I really like that element there that looks like masking tape, but it was getting hidden by the vellum, so I cut it off and then just added it to the top of the vellum to make it look like it belonged there. And but I'm sorry. So sorry if that hurt your ears. Getting a cold. It is March here, and it snowed yesterday, and this is just craziness. What I wish I did not do was I went all the way to the top with this stencil, so it's very lined up and perfect, and I did not do that with the bottom, and I liked the bottom. I liked the way it just kind of ended where it ended, and the ebb and flow of it, so I end up turning the page upside down. So that straight edge is at the bottom, and I think I covered up with something else later, but I just used some washi tape to help hold it. It's not even, it's wet, and you can see how shiny this is. See, I saw that straight line. I'm like, eh. And then I thought about going back, but I'm like, I'll ruin what I did. So I thought I would go back later, and then I decide just to turn the page around, and that turned out just fine. So with this side, I'm not being careful to make everything matchy-matchy. It starts where it starts and it ends where it ends. And it took a little bit to dry, but it's just so nice. It's just a nice added texture on the layout. I really enjoyed it. And then I made a boo-boo right there on the bottom. So I just took some extra that was scooped up top and I made a on purpose boo-boo on top to make it look like I meant to do that. So you can fix anything. If not, just turn it over and start all again. But I cut out a lot of this drying time. This is a little longer video. It's like 16 minutes, but I think a lot of it was just showing you what I was doing here. It's so nice. And I love that notebook punch. I just thought that was really, really a nice added element. And I punched both the vellum and the paper behind it. So I did it together as one unit. I'm also going to use my Martha Stewart butterfly punch up there. And do I use washi? I don't think I will. See, this is where I decide to flip it, and it's all good. Oh my gosh, I had like 5 seconds of not talking. What's wrong with me? I cut this, there's a cut apart sheet, and I took this card and punched it out, or cut it out actually, and I'm using that as a layering element, and it says "In Love," I believe. And I'm just kind of placing that back, lining it up somewhat with the masking tape. And I believe the bottom part is what I use later at the bottom because I stamped something and I didn't like how it turned out, so I covered it up. You can always cover things up, so don't ever fret, my dears. I took this photo frame too. It says "I love you" on the bottom, and it has a little bit of pink in the overlay. So I cut it apart just so I can use it at the bottom and at the top. Very rarely have I used overlays actually over a picture. I've done it a couple of times, but I pretty much use them more so for the for a layering element. And it just really adds a lot to a page, especially if they're colored and not clear. It can really make some dramatic changes on your layout. I really like it a lot. I should probably use those in my pocket pages when I do my little pocket. I'm not going to Project Life, but there's some pictures I mentioned in another video that I don't want to do a 12 by 12 of. My albums would just be too big because I take pictures every single day. It's a sickness. But I do want them in my album, so I just figured space-wise it'd be better to put those in like little pocket pages, and then the ones I really do want to concentrate on, I'll make my 12 by 12s and just layer them all together, make it one big, thing. So that's what I've been doing. I just started that. I have January. I didn't do anything in February because I had finals, and I am a new graduate nurse. Yay! So the next step is to take the NCLEX, which is my national exam to become an actual RN, so I can start job hunting and working as a nurse, registered nurse. So just waiting on the school right now for their part. It takes a while for grades to be posted, and then our director takes them over to the Board of Nursing, saves us that step. She's really nice about that. And then I am already registered with Pearson Review, which is who I take my NCLEX through. And then once I get the things from my school and see that I did my background check and fingerprints and paid my money, they'll send me an email saying I can choose from dates that are listed, and I will go take my exam. I want to take it as soon as I can, just get it done. I feel really good right now. I just finished MedSurg 5, which is everything. It's everything. So I'm just staying fresh with my notes and, my labs and, doing NCLEX style questions. I have a couple apps, and I have liked them on Facebook, so there's questions every day. These right here are it's a little strip of felt hearts, little pink hearts, and it just happened to fit perfectly. I didn't cut it down or anything, right across that photo overlay. I wonder if she cut that like that on purpose or not, but it was just perfect, and I thought it was really cute there. And I decided to cut some butterflies out of the paper that came in the kit. just because I guess I should have done hearts, but I don't know. This is a stamp set by Ali Edwards, and I'm stamping the word love, and I stamp it like 3 times. I just like that layered look, a little bit of flimsy, floozy, flaunty, I don't know, whimsical, there you go. A little bit of whimsical. And then I am taking worn lipstick, and I'm going to stamp some hearts. And I stamp them above here, and I liked how those turned out. And then I stamped them down below under that harsh edge, and they didn't turn out. I kind of half stamped on the metallic stuff by accident, and I was like, oh shoot, a bug running. But then I'm like, I'll just cover it up with the other half of that tag. See, I was like, Robin, yeah, ding dong. It's just, you know, the page is almost done, and then you do something like that, you're like, Fredola. But I just fix it right there by layering the other half of that tag, and it works out fine. And then I just do a little bit of journaling. I don't even really journal about the story. I guess I should, because it was really kind of cute. I just put their names and how old they were. And why am I trying to use my tape runner with these little tiny butterflies? I do not know. Oh, I do know why. Because my glue bottle always was getting clogged, and I was tired of fighting with the doggone thing. I just ordered the fine line bottles that you can pour your glue into, and then they have that really fine applicator, and the lid screws into it so it stays unclogged. But I had pulled out my Tombow here, but my other glue, the one I love the most, kept clogging up. That nozzle was so old, and I kept using it because it was the old thin nozzle. And I think I just done it in. So a little bit of journaling here with my favorite little pens, my Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liners. I got it, they're like a pack of, I don't know, maybe 20, 15. I got it at Target, and it was anywhere between 15, 22. I got them actually for writing my notes and such, for studying, back in October, November, and I started writing with them. I'm like, nope, these are going down in my scrapbooking room. I love them. And so I keep forgetting I have them, though. I need to pull them out and use them for journaling more, but I'm in love with the gray one for some reason. And I knew I wanted to put a title on here, and she's grinning up at him, and he's smiling down at her, so I just titled it Your Smile. And I decided to use the softer silver glitter, not the big chunky one, because that metallic really takes the... I don't use that Love paper clip up there. I don't know if I had tried to put it there, or just it doesn't stay on the page. I didn't like it right there. And that did not come in the kit. That was something that's just been on my desk I need to use up. But I've enjoyed using this kit. I did also like a little lovey page of my older daughter and her boyfriend, so that's going to be in queue soon, and so you'll see that as well. But this is a really cute Valentine kit, again from Click Kits. I'm just moving these around. I love those little jelly bean soup alphas. I think they're great. But I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. We got snowed in. Well, today's Friday, March. I don't even know. That's sad, Robin. March 6th. And so the kids have another school day. It snowed quite a bit for this area. And so I'm getting the last of my videos edited and voiced over. That takes quite a bit of time, more so time for me to edit because I take a long time to scrapbook. I just kind of take my time, or if Bradley's over, we're talking, eating, whatever. So I decided to rough up the edges of this, fold that tip down. I mounted some pink cardstock behind it, and I also, off the right lower edge, I don't know if I'll show it or not. I wanted it to kind of stick up right there, so I'm putting some foam tape. I kind of ripped the paper on purpose and mounted some pink down there as well. Should be off to the side of that pink butterfly. Yep, there we go. I just kind of used my nails and I wanted to kind of roll it and tear it to make it look like it was worn. I just thought it turned out really cute. I just debated whether to do one on the bottom, but I said, no, this is good. I like it. sometimes I don't know when to stop. Do you guys ever do that? You're like, I just want to keep going. I really love this page. And then I'm like, well, if you keep going, you might not love it as much. So sometimes you just have to know when to say when. And I don't really have an off buttons with a lot of things. So there you go. I think I'm going to add some pearls to the butterflies, to their bodies. I love doing that. I think it's a fun element. And I might add some around the page as well. Oh, okay, so I went to my stash and that sticker, I had tried to use it a few times on my different layouts, and it was starting to lose the sticky on the back, and I didn't want to take the chance of losing the sticker or something happening to it. And I thought that just one flower on there would look nice. So I used my foam tape and put it on there, and now I'm just finishing off with my little tiny pearls, and I used my Lindy Stamp Gang Cotton Candy Pink for some mist, and here you go. So I'd appreciate it if you would give this a thumbs up for creativity on Shelby's part to tape her boyfriend and get a cute picture in the midst of it all. It was kind of fun. So thank you for joining me again. You guys are awesome. Love you lots. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.